You know that feeling when your hands start trembling just a little, and you think maybe it's just tiredness. But then it happens again, when you're trying to drink tea, or hold your phone still. That's when the thought hits. Wait, is this normal? Well, you're not alone. Millions of people around the world experience shaky hands, sometimes from stress, sometimes from aging, and sometimes just from how our modern lifestyles are wearing us down. But what if I told you that Japan's oldest practicing doctor, a man who has spent more than 90 years studying health and longevity, revealed a simple hand technique that can stop tremors, calm the nerves, and restore your grip strength, all without medicine equipment or fancy therapy? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's real. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, why it works, and how you can start feeling the difference in less than a week. Our hands are more than just tools for daily tasks. They are an extension of our mind and body's energy. According to Japan's oldest doctor, Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, the health of your hands mirrors the health of your entire system. Every movement, from gripping a pen to holding a cup, sends powerful signals to the brain. These signals stimulate neural activity, enhance blood circulation, and keep the body's energy channels open and flowing. When your hands are strong, flexible, and alive with motion, your mind stays sharp, your heart stays calm, and your body stays balanced. That's why Dr. Hinohara emphasized that caring for your hands is not simply about preventing tremors or stiffness. It's about preserving vitality and longevity itself. Think about how much your hands do each day. They help you express emotion, create comfort, and communicate. They hold the warmth of a loved one, they prepare your meals, they carry your strength and your story. When your hands weaken, life subtly starts to lose its rhythm. Tasks that once felt effortless, buttoning a shirt, holding a glass, typing a message, begin to feel uncertain. But when your hands are active and energized, it sends a signal back to the brain that you are still capable, still connected, and still strong. Dr. Hinohara believed that this mind-hand connection is one of the greatest secrets to healthy aging. It's not only about what you eat or how much you exercise, but about how often you engage your body's most precise instrument, the hand. Modern neuroscience now supports what he taught decades ago. Studies show that when you move your fingers, you activate almost a third of your brain's motor cortex. Each small motion, bending, gripping, pressing, stimulates complex neural pathways that maintain coordination and cognitive sharpness. This is why musicians, artists, and calligraphers often maintain mental clarity far into old age. Their constant hand activity keeps their brains young. In the same way, when you stop using your hands intentionally, the neural circuits begin to weaken and coordination gradually declines. Dr. Hinohara observed that many of his elderly patients who stayed active with handwork, gardening, writing, sewing, or light exercises, had not only stronger hands but also livelier spirits and sharper memories. He often said that our hands are connected to the heart through the rhythm of blood and breath. When your hands are cold, tense, or stiff, it reflects a lack of circulation and emotional stress. But when you move them, stretch them, or massage them, you restore warmth and flow to your entire system. That's why even a few minutes of mindful hand movement can relax your shoulders, calm your breathing, and clear mental fog. Your hands are, in a sense, a natural healing tool, an easy built-in way to realign the balance between body and mind. In Japanese culture, the hands are also seen as a reflection of one's inner energy, or ki. When your hands are vibrant, flexible, and steady, it means your life force is balanced and flowing freely. By keeping your hands healthy, you maintain harmony between the physical body and the emotional state. This idea aligns perfectly with Dr. Hinohara's philosophy. Longevity comes from unity between movement, mindfulness, and purpose. When your hands move with intention, your body follows their lead, and your mind stays fully alive in the present moment. The hand energy reset is a simple yet powerful technique that Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara shared to restore balance, strength, and calmness in the hands. It's not a complex medical procedure or a mystical ritual. It's a natural, physical method that reconnects the mind and body through deliberate movement and gentle pressure. The idea behind it is that when we stimulate the small muscles, joints, and nerve endings in our hands, we awaken the body's own healing response. Every motion becomes a signal to the brain that it's time to restore steadiness and coordination. This technique focuses on three main components: muscle activation, acupressure, and deep breathing, all of which work together to stop tremors, increase grip, and calm the nervous system. To begin, Dr. Hinohara suggested placing the palms together in front of the chest, similar to a prayer position. The palms should press gently, not forcefully, to create light resistance. This simple act activates the stabilizer muscles in the hands and forearms that often weaken due to age or inactivity. As you press, you start to feel subtle warmth building up, and that warmth signals improved blood flow. The next step is to slowly slide the palms upward and downward while maintaining gentle pressure. This movement stimulates the tendons and nerves running through the wrist, improving flexibility and stability. Breathing deeply during this motion enhances oxygen flow, helping the muscles relax while the nervous system settles into balance. After this, the fingers are interlaced and the hands are stretched outward with palms facing away from the body. Holding this position for a few seconds activates the muscles that support grip and steadiness. When the hands are then brought back and the wrists are rotated gently, it further encourages joint mobility and nerve stimulation. This rhythmic motion is what Dr. Hinohara referred to as the reset moment, when the body begins to let go of tension and re-establish control over fine motor movement. The final part of the hand energy reset involves acupressure. Using the thumb of one hand, gentle pressure is applied to specific points on the other palm. First at the center, then at the base of the fingers, especially between the ring finger and pinky. These points are known in traditional Japanese and Chinese medicine as pathways for the heart and pericardium meridians. Stimulating them reduces internal stress, improves blood circulation, and sends a message of calm throughout the nervous system. When this is done slowly and consciously, it acts almost like meditation for the body. It's not just the hand that relaxes, the entire body follows. Once the acupressure points are activated, Dr. Hinohara advised gently shaking the hands to release any lingering stiffness and then opening and closing the fists several times. This rhythmic contraction and release build muscle tone and improve grip control. Many who practice this technique daily report that within a few days, their hands feel steadier and warmer, and their grip becomes firmer. Over time, the brain's motor control improves, tremors decrease, and overall coordination returns. It's remarkable how such a small, mindful routine can create such profound results. The hand energy reset works because it reestablishes the natural communication between your hands and your brain, restoring not only steadiness, but also confidence in every movement. Every movement that the hands make has a direct effect on the brain, the nervous system, and even our emotions. The connection between hands, brain, and emotions is one of the most fascinating and powerful aspects of human health. When your hands move, thousands of sensory nerves send signals to the brain, activating regions responsible for focus, balance, and calmness. Shigeaki Hinohara believed that by intentionally engaging the hands, you could influence not only your physical steadiness, but also your emotional state. The brain interprets controlled, rhythmic movements as a sign of safety and stability, which naturally quiets the body's stress responses. This is why when people feel anxious or restless, simple hand motions like squeezing, rubbing, or stretching often bring a surprising sense of relief. When the hands start trembling or losing coordination, it's rarely just about muscle weakness. It's often an indication that the nervous system is overactive or out of sync. Stress, fatigue, and emotional tension trigger the sympathetic nervous system, the body's fight or flight mode, which increases adrenaline and causes small muscle contractions that show up as shakes. What Dr. Hinohara's hand techniques do is activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and relax mode, bringing the body back to balance. By focusing on slow, deliberate movements and deep breathing, you send a message to your brain that it's safe to calm down. The result is not only steadier hands but also a more centered emotional state. This connection becomes clearer when you think about how much of our emotional energy is expressed through our hands. When we're angry, we clench our fists. When we're nervous, we fidget. When we're sad, our hands go limp. Every emotion has a corresponding movement pattern, and over time, these patterns can become habits that affect muscle tone and coordination. By practicing mindful hand exercises like Dr. Hinohara's, you break those unconscious patterns and teach your body to respond differently. The repetitive, soothing motions retrain both muscle memory and emotional memory. Each time you press, stretch, or breathe through the movement, your body learns calmness and control on a deeper level. Neuroscience supports this idea too. When you perform focused hand movements, you increase blood flow to the motor cortex and prefrontal cortex, areas of the brain that manage concentration and emotional regulation. That's why activities involving the hands, such as painting, knitting, calligraphy, or even gardening, are known to reduce stress and anxiety. They engage the same neural circuits that Dr. Hinohara's exercises stimulate, grounding your emotions through controlled physical action. This hand-brain emotion link also explains why so many traditional healing arts, from Japanese shiatsu to Chinese qigong, emphasize finger pressure and palm energy. They're based on the principle that the hands hold the key to the body's internal balance. When you use your hands to create slow, deliberate motion, you are not only strengthening muscles, you are reprogramming your nervous system to stay calm under pressure. The mind learns from the body, and the body learns from the mind. That is the real secret behind how a simple hand technique can stop shaking, quiet the mind, and bring back emotional steadiness all at once. Grip strength is one of the most underrated indicators of overall health, yet it reveals more about the body's vitality than most people realize. In Japan, doctors often use grip strength as a measure of biological age because it reflects not just muscle condition but also nerve function, heart health, and energy balance. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara emphasized that when your grip weakens, it's not simply your hands getting older. It's your entire system losing coordination and resilience. The strength of your grip is directly connected to the strength of your life force because it relies on the same blood flow, oxygen exchange, and neural control that sustain every organ in your body. When your hands are strong and active, your body stays engaged, your circulation improves, and your confidence rises. Weak grip strength is often a warning sign that your muscles are not being used efficiently, your blood flow is restricted, or your nervous system is slowing down. Over time, this can affect balance, posture, and even cognitive health. Studies have shown that individuals with stronger grip strength tend to live longer, recover faster from illness, and maintain independence well into old age. The reason is simple. The hands are connected to the body's central systems through complex nerve pathways that regulate energy and coordination. When these pathways are active and healthy, the brain receives constant stimulation, which helps preserve memory and alertness. Dr. Hinohara believed that maintaining grip strength was one of the simplest and most natural ways to extend life quality. The beauty of improving grip strength is that it doesn't require expensive equipment or heavy workouts. Even small, controlled exercises can have profound effects. After performing the hand energy reset, Dr. Hinohara recommended gentle towel squeezes or softball compressions. You simply hold a towel or stress ball in one hand, squeeze gently for 5 seconds, then release and repeat several times. The goal is not to build bulky muscles, but to restore the delicate coordination between brain and hand. Each squeeze strengthens the small stabilizer muscles in the forearm and hand that are responsible for steady, confident movements. Over time, this not only boosts physical grip, but also steadies the nerves, reduces hand tremors, and brings back the feeling of control. Consistent grip exercises improve blood circulation from the fingertips to the heart, helping to oxygenate tissues and remove toxins. They also activate the lymphatic system, which supports immunity and detoxification. This is why many traditional Japanese health routines involve daily hand work, rolling beads, kneading cloth, or performing slow, mindful finger stretches. Such practices maintain grip power while balancing the flow of ki, or life energy, throughout the body. The stronger and more coordinated your grip becomes, the more energy you feel during daily activities. Simple actions like opening jars, lifting objects, or writing become smoother, and this functional strength boosts independence and confidence. Dr. Hinohara often said that the measure of a person's youth isn't just in their heart rate or appearance, but in the way they hold and use their hands. A firm, steady grip shows not only physical health but also mental clarity and resilience, creating a direct connection between the power in your palms and the strength of your overall life. Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara's philosophy about life and longevity was deeply rooted in the belief that the steadiness of our hands reflects the steadiness of our spirit. He often said that when your hands have purpose, your life has direction, and when they lose purpose, the rest of your energy begins to fade. This simple yet profound idea shows how much our physical movements and mental state are intertwined. Hands are the tools through which we shape the world around us. They allow us to create, comfort, hold, and heal. When your hands are strong, stable, and full of motion, it signals to your mind that you are capable and active. But when they tremble or weaken, it can lead to hesitation and loss of confidence. That's why Dr. Hinohara encouraged everyone, regardless of age, to keep their hands engaged daily, not only to strengthen muscles but to nurture the spirit. The act of using your hands mindfully transforms simple movement into meditation. Whether you're practicing his hand exercises, writing, cooking, or planting something, the repetitive, gentle motion grounds your thoughts and restores focus. This is especially powerful in a world filled with distraction and anxiety. When you give your full attention to your hands, you slow down the racing mind and become present in the moment. That sense of presence has a calming effect on the nervous system, lowering stress levels and stabilizing emotions. Dr. Hinohara viewed this process as a form of inner balance, where the rhythm of the hands aligns with the rhythm of the breath, and the rhythm of the breath aligns with the rhythm of the heart. Through this harmony, both body and spirit find peace. Another layer of his philosophy was that the strength of your hands reflects your relationship with life's challenges. A steady hand comes from practice, patience, and resilience, the same qualities needed to navigate difficulties. When you consciously work to keep your hands steady, you are symbolically strengthening your response to uncertainty. This mindset trains the body to stay calm under pressure. Each moment you practice stillness and control with your hands, you are reinforcing emotional discipline in your mind. This is why traditional Japanese arts, calligraphy, tea ceremony, martial arts, place so much importance on controlled hand movements. They're not just physical skills, they're exercises in cultivating inner peace and mental clarity. Dr. Hinohara's patients often found that after practicing his hand techniques regularly, they not only regained physical steadiness but also felt more composed and confident in daily life. The exercises became a ritual of self-awareness, a few quiet minutes of connection between body and spirit. He believed that caring for your hands was an act of gratitude, thanking the body for all it allows you to do. Over time, this practice reshapes how you see aging. Instead of viewing it as decline, you begin to see it as refinement, like polishing the strength that's always been within you. The steadiness of the hands becomes a reflection of a life lived with attention, care, and purpose, reminding you that true health is not just the absence of illness, but the presence of balance between movement, mindfulness, and meaning.